what's up, YouTube? This is not a SmackDown review. That's going to come later. Only saw. Sorry. See how this shit's picking up? Oh, whatever. I'll fix it later. Yeah, this is not a SmackDown review. I'm going to do that later. But I wanted to talk about something that I've been noticing with a lot of young, like, up-and-comers, like Legacy, the Hart Dynasty, and a lot of these other younger people that don't have a set finishing move. Like, when you look at somebody like a Shawn Michaels, you know he's going to end the match with a Sweet Chin Music. You see Triple H, the pedigree. Even John Cena with the fireman's carry, or the attitude adjustment. You know, once he hits that move, the match is over. But nowadays you're watching the match. Like, I was watching the Crom Tom versus Hart Dynasty match on SmackDown just a minute ago, and I was like, okay, the match was going on, and then he hit a double. Was it a double arm DDT? No, he hit something. Oh, Drew McIntyre did the double arm DDT. Well, never mind that. But he did the finishing move for the match. Got to the pin. I'm like, wow, that move came out of nowhere. But then I look at the main event, Chris Jericho versus Batista. Batista hit the Batista bomb, and I knew it was going to be a 1, 2, 3. So I think a lot of these guys, to really solidify themselves, they need to have a set finishing move, or even like John Cena. From use him for an example, because he has the 5-knuckle shuffle, and then he does a little shoulder tackle, and he does all the little stuff leading up to either the STF or the attitude adjustment. Nowadays, you don't see that. You just see a flashy match with good spots and all of that, and a random finish. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you get like I was already using HBK, so I'm gonna use him. Like, you know, a match is gonna be over once he does the little nip up, all the little shoulder tackles. Then he goes to the top rope, does the elbow, and then he's going to the corner to do Sweet Chin Music. You know, the match is gonna be over. Triple H, he does all his little stuff, the spine buster. Then he goes to the ropes and does little Tyrannosaurus Rex pose, because that's what he look like. He really look like a T-Rex. And then he does the pedigree. You know, once that pedigree is hit, the match is over. Or he gets down, he slithers around the opponent, RKO, and the match is over. But then you get somebody new, like I'm using Hart Dynasty. Tyson Kidd. He just did a random move. It looked like it hurt, but it was just a random move, and the match was over. I mean, the Legacy, they're finally getting themselves established themselves a finishing move. We got the James Creed and the I forgot what Cody's is, but they're starting to build up to them having a legitimate finishing move. And I think that's one thing that you really need if you want to be an upper mid, a talent, or like an upper mid Carter / main eventer. You need a solid finishing move, because only person that really don't need a finishing move is a jobber. We really don't have those nowadays. Yeah, you just need a good finishing move. Something, just you know, like even when you play the game, you got to select your finisher. That's your move. If you created your own person, like if I created myself, and I use something like a sharpshooter, a submission finisher, I put that on like when I see my opponent's bars all in red, and that's gonna be the match. It'd be weird if I won with a little shoulder tackle and pin the opponent. That's what we're kind of seeing nowadays. You need a good finishing move. I think the more you get built up, the more you're doing that. Like, I'm using CM Punk for an example. When he first came in, he was using, since he was kind of being built up with the promos, he knew he was going to come in with like a finishing move. He came in with the Uranagi into the Anaconda Vice, and he was doing that for a while. And then he changed it up to the GTS, but he still had a legitimate finishing move. When you see him put the guy on the shoulder, you know GTS coming, and then match is over. And then John Morrison, he didn't have when he was in Eminem and all that, he didn't really have a set finishing move because he was in tag team. Then he moved to singles, and then he started to get him a little finisher with the Moonlight Drive into the Starship Pain. But he's starting to get his finishing move. Now he developed AJ Styles. He has the Style Clash. Samoa Joe, the Muscle Buster, to the Rear Naked. So all I'm saying is they need to start giving these younger guys a legitimate finishing maneuver to make the match seem more believable when it comes to like the ending sequences of the match. Because you can have a great match and then you can tell when the match is getting ready to end when they start doing all that stuff. Like Shawn Michaels, I said earlier, he starts doing all the little nip ups and all the little shoulder tackling to the elbow into the Sweet Chin Music. You know the match is over then, or the match is finna end. Unless you got a WrestleMania or a big profile match, somebody might kick out of it, and then you're like, "Wow, he kicked out of the Sweet Chin Music. How did he do that? Maybe he has to hit it one more time to win." So, a good finishing move is a great way to help end the match. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's all I want to talk about for right now. Your SmackDown results are coming soon, because I didn't know any other way to end the video.